Yo everyone, we're back of Trails Through Daybreak. Last time we ventured into the sewers and gained ourselves a new party member in the process. Don't question how that worked out. This time, we're gonna continue going around town and checking out what we have to do in the entertainment district this time. But first off, question is, if Rosette's joining our party, how the hell are we gonna cart her back to town? Listen, I'm just saying, I mean, there's probably a way that she got here, but if she's going back with us, she's gonna have to get in the frickin' back here. You're gonna have to lay down on the bed and, like, we'll throw a tarp over you or something like that. The main reason I actually started over here is because we have a bracer to talk to. Some of the bracers, you know, obviously not every bracer is gonna be created equal when there's this many of them as NPCs, which I am glad that we have them as NPCs to begin with, though, because we didn't really get any of that in, not Crossbell, in Erebonia for obvious reasons. But we got, like, I think there was, like, what, 3 or 4 in Crossbell, and they were, you know, I think they all got portraits in, like, Azure. But we haven't had, like, a bunch of, like, lesser nameless, well, named ones, but not as special of ones since Liberl. So it has been a long while since we've had this.
I've been looking into the new arrivals who are coming into the area from the Central East. So far, nothing suspicious has turned up about those coming from Elsame, which means... Either way, Tharbet is gonna see an influx of tourists starting tomorrow. We have to optimize our intel gathering as best we can. We can't expect our help from the capital to take care of everything for us.
Huh. Well, I hope that the tourists don't add too much to what we have to deal with NPCs and whatnot.
Just because my wife left me.
Bro, I was trying to do a bit here, but why is this dude just stumbling around drunk? What the fuck? No, I need to watch this dude for a sec. What are you on about here, pal?
Hey, you, while I'm talking to you. Oh man, I had a few too many tequilas. Man, that lady over there is kind of oh, hey, handsome, what are you doing here? Move.
I don't think that guy's doing too well. This is why I tell you not to drink on the job.
Don't be shy, step right up. You're gonna love what I have for sale. Better act fast, though. I'm only getting more customers. This stall's as popular as ever.
Okay, I expected you to kind of have something special to say, considering we already had some stuff with you, but guess that was not the case. What else we got? Oh yeah, it's night.
This area has a casino and nightclub. I assume you wish to visit them. For intel gathering, of course.
Yes, for intel gathering.
Please tell me that's not why we're here.
What, you don't want to be here for intel?
Of course not. You think I'd let minors into a club? Have a little faith in me.
I mean, Elaine would probably say otherwise.
Sometimes.
Wow, what did he do?
Hey man, nothing wrong with a little pleasure before business.
Hey, it's Aaron that's the problem, not Van, alright? Get it, don't get it twisted.
Let me be clear. Don't get it twisted.
Need someone to do tonight?
In fact, you boys thinking of going up yourselves later? Some fun joints you'll enjoy what I keep to myself during the day, if you know what I mean.
Hell yeah, now you're speaking my language. I'm from Lawnport, so I know a thing or two about having fun. Definitely interested to see how good this town can party.
That's the spirit, then here's a tip. Check out the underground nightclub that's just past here. The girls there are the real deal. Just about everyone comes away from there a happy customer, trust me.
Aaron, your thoughts remain sparkling pure, I hope.
Stay focused, kid. We're here in business, remember? Though, granted, it might not be the worst idea to slip in there for a bit. Never know what kind of dirt you'll dig up in these joints.
I'm surprised no one pitched in on that. It was like, oh, you wanted to see tits, Van? You frickin' scallywag, you. Recently joined. Have their reasons for being there, but they're all legit. Interesting. What happens if I approach it? Lush v Britannia.
This is the wrong way.
Hell yes, it's open! We ain't going in there, punk, unless you want to be responsible for bringing minors into a nightclub. Is that it? Killjoy. I love the long pause. Like, I don't think that was really intentional, but it was very funny regardless. Oh, you're a different one. Oh, you're the dude who was just, like, trying to slack off, I think.
These cutting-edge orbital hookahs are the best. They're easy to hide, and even better, they're a great way to cope with the heat here. I'm telling you, without a good way to relax, there's no way I'd be able to do my job. I mean, have you seen my outfit here? I mean, I'm not as bad as that girl you have over to the right or anything, but damn. I bet something like this would do Officer Vernier some good, too. That woman seriously needs to learn to chill out. Yeah, I'll totally get you there, pal.
I don't really need to talk to every single one of these on camera. Oh, shit. Big man on campus here. Hold up, can I talk to you first, separate, or...
If you're looking for Bermati, he went over to the hotel. He said he was going to practice elsewhere. He wasn't here for very long, but it was an honor to get to host him at my bar. I learned a lot just from watching him. Myers drive to hone his craft on everyone and make him from place to place. Kudos to him, I say.
Do you know what you want?
Alright, I had a feeling that I might get something different here.
I hope to see you again.
Different person, man in the place. I just had a feeling. Wow. Alright. Is that a gambling side quest? Questions for later.
Now that's some of our preparations for the festival. Now that some of our preparations for the festival are complete, I figured it's been long enough. I'll stop by and play a few rounds. That dealer wasn't here last time I came, but let me tell you, I like the cut of his jib. He gets what it means to entertain people. He's good at throwing in big surprises to his routine. Hell, he's inspired me to throw a little something extra into the parade to spice it up even more. Only question is what? Maybe some terrorism. Yeah, that'll spice it. If there's one thing people crave, it's always a good shock to the system. Something stimulating. If you ask me, nothing gets a job done faster than a little FNV. Fucking violence, you know? Yeah, but I have to admit, if there's anything else out there that can prove just as stimulating, it's some good old-fashioned gambling. Man, I went too hot in on that F&V, man. Now my chair's reclining in weird ways.
Alright, there we go. Alright, time to see what we got going on here. Wait, huh? Oh, this is for an already existing side quest.
None other than Mr. Gotti himself a little while ago. I'll just say, I find his views on entertainment and how to stimulate audiences to be really fascinating. I completely agree with him that nothing spices up a scene like fucking violence. All the more reason to get excited for whatever that man has in store for his carnal cavalcade, if you ask me. Cavalcade, bidibabihibi.
Alright.
I see, so you guys want to know about that green-haired bracer. Yes, I remember him, alright. Quite clearly, as a matter of fact. We don't see many customers like him.
Really? Tell us more.
He came around here about an hour ago while out on patrol. But there was something about him that looked a little odd. He was watching the other patrons for some reason, as if he was trying to size them up or some such. I think he might have been investigating something. Is that what brings you here, too?
Yeah, something like that. You happen to see if this bracer talked to anyone?
Let me think. Ah, yes. I remember him trying to strike up a conversation with one man who was playing alone. The police were also making their rounds at the time. When he noticed them approaching, he was rather quick to depart.
Still trying to avoid getting spotted by the cops, sounds like. Someone acting so brazen, this guy's a real chicken shit. I'm a little concerned about him staring at the other visitors like that, too.
Indeed. The more that we talk, the more hindsight makes me feel something was amiss with him. In any case, I'm afraid that is all I can share about the bracer in question. I can only guess what you would want with him. But regardless, I wish you all luck in your endeavors.
Well, thanks for your time. And for the hot tip, too. Okay, folks, let's see if anyone else caught wind of our snake. As you wish. Alright, wait, you got more dialogue, sir. I mean, resistance, yada yada yada. Alright, we're good. We probably should have gotten out of that place a bit sooner. Oh well, I managed to snag souvenirs for everyone back home already, at least. So it was still time well spent. Ish. We came here hoping to meet some celebrities or something, only to end up spending all day in that shop. Oh well, the film festival hasn't even started yet. There are still plenty of chances to catch glimpses of the rich and famous. I thought you two would have more to say. You know, I like the swords that they just have on the side here that's simply just the same thing but modeled to different sizes. The hilt even, like, the blade itself is larger. It's literally just the model is upscaled, which is very funny to me. So what was that? Okay, it's not just, I thought it said 8 or something like that, and when it was like a number thing, I was like, that might be important. Maybe I should check that out. Oh, that's kind of cool that they have like a mannequin here. Do you have any others, or is it just the one mannequin? Looks like just the one. Also, I've been having to pause a few times already during this, not only for my, for the sake of cutting out stuff.
Welcome. Thanks, pal.
But also because, man, my sinuses are really acting up and it's hard to do anything substantial at the moment. Alright, we still have, what, 2 places to go? Yeah, we still got 2 places to go for the main plot, so I don't have to worry about accidentally triggering everything. But did you people... Yeah, you two just kind of swap positions, didn't you? Oh, I guess you just got a different shift. Also, Anya's just spawned out of nowhere. Tharbad's my home, so my work here feels fairly personal sometimes. It's all the more reason I'm trying extra hard to carry out my duties while such an enormous event is going on. Unfortunately, not all my colleagues in the force are quite as diligent, which makes work that much harder for me. If everybody just did their jobs, I probably wouldn't have so much on my plate. Too much to ask for, I suppose.
Very well.
Oh, it's those two.
Boy, am I glad my clients got air conditioning in their office, or else there would have been a sweaty mess during our meeting. Actually, while we were talking, they told me there's gonna be a film festival, and that's why everyone was so jazzed up. Somehow I didn't know that despite living in the city. I guess there's always someone. I don't pay attention to entertainment news at all, so I had no idea they were putting on anything like that here. I don't care about entertainment, my life's kinda boring.
Let's see. Wait, is this the... No, it isn't, surely. Quite different. A dusty, quiet place without a lot to offer, and figure that was probably still the case. You know, it's insane how many, like, NPCs just have names. I've brought it up before, but really, like, you talk to people and you expect, oh, you're just, like, generics or something, and no, you have names. No, you have, like, ongoing little mini-plots in your dialogue here. But I really enjoy the cultural district. It's making me think maybe I should have a movie set somewhere in the Interleast. Although knowing Salvatore Gotti's inclinations, I suspect I know exactly what kind of culture he plans on promoting in his parade. Like it's gotten to be at least 20 years out of date. I think her mind might be starting to come around, though. She seems to have started enjoying herself. Okay, my camera could... You know, usually I, like, lower my camera in order to get a better shot at something, because a lot of stuff it'll automatically go closer. This one, no. I just have to go, like, farther down and just clip through it for it. Although I just remembered, Mr. Gotti's supposed to be heavily involved in planning the festival here, right? I guess that explains why everyone feels so much more energized than what I'm used to in Messeldom, maybe? How old are you supposed to be? I mean, you look like you're on the younger side, but hey. You're horrible, Dingo. You told me you were still in Edith, and now here you are trying to sneak off on me.
And I'm telling you, there's no reason for you to come all the way out here. Doesn't Tyrell keep its reporters on a pretty tight leash?
Oh, don't you worry. I came prepared. I got permission from my IEC to scout out the film festival and do a write-up about it. Not to mention the reporter originally slated to handle the festival had something come up, so somebody needed to be here anyway.
Should be illegal to have the kind of luck you do. At least it explains why you're here 2 days before the big event.
Hey, it's the Spriggan again. What the heck are you guys doing here?
You're getting distracted. Listen, I'm not lying. I am here on personal business, even if it hasn't gotten me anywhere yet. As for you guys, I see you've gotten more help than ever. That new girl of yours looks pretty capable too.
You flatter me. Call me Rosette Twinings. I am a concierge working on dispatch from Marduk Total Security Company. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Marduk? Isn't that?
Dingo, quit trying to change the subject. I'm not finished with you. You still haven't told me what this personal business of yours is. Now fess up. You know I'll be more than happy to help you with it.
What about personal business don't you understand? I told you I'm fine.
Yeah, but I want it to be personal to me. Can't you see that? But why not? I'm growing as a reporter. I can handle myself.
For starters, it's not exactly a good look roping in a reporter working for someone else to pitch in on my work.
So what? I don't care about that. This girl is really trying. Besides, you helped save me before. It's only fair I repay the favor.
Sounds like our man's trying to keep this business under wraps. Must be doing a piece on unseemly things.
What? That can't be it. Could it? What do you mean unseemly? Aaron, now look what you've done. I can't believe you would report on something so despicable. This is exactly why you need a change, and I'm the girl who's gonna make it happen. So please go on a date with me.
Well, glad we got all that sorted out. Anyway, we'll be heading out now. We just want to see the lovers quarrel.
We haven't sorted out anything.
Trying to bounce real quick, eh? Damn it, look at all the trouble you guys have stirred up now. We didn't do nothing. Oh, whatever. If I find anything out, I'll hit you up. Sounds good to me. Good luck with your investigating, you two.
Yeah, a friend actually told me the age of those two characters. And, you know, there's the rule when it comes to like characters or people in general dating usually. It's like a general rule of thumb where you take the larger person, the age of the older person in a relationship, divide it by 2 and then add 7. And that's generally like the accepted age gap for, you know, dating. And I believe that it was exactly enough. It was kind of like right on the line for those two. So, you know, give them some leeway. I'm totally not just a chronic shipper. I would never be. Never, ever, ever. Don't look back at the stuff with Elaine and Van. I've never said anything like that. When I said I wanted to put together something about the film festival, my boss let me go on the spot. It was amazing. But you, Dingo, I can smell it. Films are just pictures and light to you. You're after something bigger, something way more important.
You really shouldn't put me on a pedestal. And now that you're here, we've got to keep you out of trouble. Listen, I've got stuff to do. Don't do anything crazy. The Prince of Elsame is here, you know. Why don't you interview the guy?
He is? I never would have expected someone so big and famous to be visiting a trashy event like this. Yeah, maybe I should talk to him. That could be my ticket to a really big... this isn't about me. Stop trying to distract me. I'm not letting you out of my sight for even a second, and there's nothing you can do or say about it, mister. Got it?
That Mariel's got some sharp instincts. I didn't say a word to her about my current story, and yet here she is. Well, it's probably best to keep an eye on her. Guess we'll be going drinking tonight, though not too hard.
I'll be honest with you, Spriggan, I find it very suspicious to be running into you yet again, after our little encounter in Lawnport. It must have something to do with whatever Dingo's investigating, right? Right?
You know, given that you never seem to get anywhere, don't you think sticking to one spot instead of bouncing around would work better? Anyway, to answer your question, we're here on some business for new clients. It's got nothing to do with your hotshot heartthrob. And, don't get your hopes up. He and I trade info, but nothing to make for the kind of hot scoops you're angling for. Sorry.
Shut up. I don't need your help to do my job. Mark my words, whatever it takes, I'll uncover the truth of what that man's up to, even if it kills me. We should probably call it a day, Dingo. But rest assured, I'll be hitting the pavement as hard as ever tomorrow. And don't think you can get the jump on me for long. No matter how you try, I'll be on you like a dog going after its own tail. I almost said she's chasing tail, but I don't think that term works if it's the other way around. Oh, it's this guy.
President Dillon. Oh, if it isn't the gophers Nina hired. I don't know what you're trying to dig up, but knowing her, I imagine it's rather serious. Relax, pal. We're not here to get in the way of your little soiree. Sure are working late, though. You know, for the right price, depending on what you're doing, I could maybe take a load off. Not a chance. Can't trust an amateur like you with this. Just don't go stirring things up too much and we won't have a problem. As if I don't have enough trouble trying to keep a leash on Gotti and his rambunctious antics. Now I've got to worry about grunts hired by a certain someone running amok. Buddy, if you're so busy, maybe you shouldn't be stressing about what an actress does in her spare time. Ever think about that? I don't like what you're insinuating. Listen, the last thing we need is one of our performers getting caught up in some mad scandal. Yeah, that one's probably not gonna age too well considering, you know, box art, probably main party member. So it's only natural that I have a rough idea of what those ladies get up to, insofar as their agencies allow it. Though I guess he's talking probably about Nina more so than Judith. Also, she's kind of a criminal, but that's aside the point. In any case, if you don't have any business, I'll have to ask you to leave. I'm extremely busy here. Hey, you won't hear us complaining. Don't mind if we do. Just keep in mind that Arkride Solutions is in town. You never know when you might need us.
Very well.
When did Gotti run off to this time? Does he have to go charging off at every damn foolish thing he sees? I told him we would need to have more meetings, and yet... Rip. You'll have better luck down the line, I'm certain, probably, maybe, I don't know. Sitting around enjoying myself while everyone else is working. No, girl, you enjoy yourself. You know, if you get a job where you can just stand at a desk, then stand at a desk. Hell, even pull up a chair, maybe. Take care of pitches, get that one normally in charge, has their hands full, bada-bee-bee-dee, skibbity-bee, skibbity-dee, skibbity-da, skibbity, skibbity-dee. These two again. Nino! It's Nino! Amateur film off at Vegas Films. Because they're so busy getting ready for the festival, though, they said they won't be able to check it out right away. I get that we came in a busy time and all, but I hope it doesn't take too long. I really don't know what they think. It sounds like the selection process is going to take time. Time, anyway, so we might as well look around and check stuff out while we wait. After all, the film festivals attracted lots of actors and production staff we wouldn't otherwise normally get to meet. That's exciting. We spend a lot to travel out here, so we need to make the most of it and enjoy ourselves too. Maybe I'll ask for some autographs. Yup-a-dup-up-up-up. Alright. Usually if it's like secondary dialogue, it's not as important. The Miss Stacy's a good spot to eat outside at the festival. My silky voice, bro. Let's see here. What about you? This guy. First I catch him eyeing up at the nightclub while he and I are supposed to be out on a date together. Then he just happens to get a call from work while I'm lecturing him. And then he skips out on our date altogether. This couldn't be much more worse of a night out, even if I tried. Spectre? What do you mean I have to get ready? You're coming out to Tharbad tomorrow? But why? I mean, yes, I get it's for an investigation, but why do I have to get involved when I'm supposed to be taking time off? I understand, sir, but if you insist, I'm gonna receive additional time off later to make up for this, right? Hey, Nate, honey, you're not doing what I think you're doing, are you? Sorry, babe, duty calls, I've got work to do. So much for being serious, I get. Wait, is he telling the truth? You're kidding me, that's not supposed to happen on a vacation. Man, I didn't expect the inspector to show up all of the way out here. I'm supposed to be off duty for crying out loud, and on a date to boot. Any respected guy's precious downtime.
Can we talk?
Sorry, Nate. Get off your phone, pal. Huh? You say you're looking for a green-haired bracer? Yeah, we saw a guy like that. He came up and talked to us earlier today, as a matter of fact. No kidding. I was just trying my luck and asking. Didn't expect you all to have actually seen the guy. Well, yeah, congratulations. Will you guys scram? We're in the middle of a date. Dude, you were just on your phone. Yeah, come on. What's a little favor between friends, huh? Just tell us what you know about that nerd and we'll get right out of your hair. Nerd. Oh, God. Oh, that did a number on my voice. What the fuck? Believe me, last thing any of us wants is to interrupt your little tryst, right as it was getting good. You punks have a way of pushing my buttons. Fine, let's talk.
Long story short, we were talking to your green-haired bracer just a bit ago. He asked if we were having trouble with anything and offered to help. Just out of the blue like that? Interesting. And then what? Nothing, really. He cut things short and then took off for somewhere. Looking back on it, that wasn't really, I don't know, bracer-like of him to do. Babe, don't you remember? He ran away after you said there was nothing to worry about because you're a cop. Maybe it was just me, but it felt like he was really tense as soon as you mentioned that. Oh yeah, I guess he did, didn't he? Huh. The rest of this story is completely unremarkable. However, the fact that he was so concerned about police attention certainly stands out. Feels like we're starting to close in on the guy. Thanks for filling us in. Sorry to eat up so much of your time. Go on and enjoy the rest of your Sprigganless date. It was Sprigganless until you idiots showed up. I don't know what you all are investigating this time, but you better not cause trouble for the police, got it? And we'll make sure to do it when you're on the clock, buddy. Alright, I think we've talked to enough folks that we can paint a decent picture of what's going on. Place it quiet to talk and see what we've come up with. In that case, might I suggest that area over there? Now that we're all settled, let's go over what we know. First, this green-haired bracer has shown some weird behavior for a guy in his line of work. He's overly leery of cop attention, even for a bracer, and was sizing up customers at the casino. Which is to say, that's no bracer's act. He's rolling like a petty thief. Which would make sense if his bracer appearance is simply a disguise. This is starting to sound a lot like that man impersonating a policeman earlier today. Yep, and just like then, going around impersonating a bracer is not the kind of heat most are gonna want to risk getting nicked for. No, this smells like a case of greed getting the better of a guy while he's working towards something else. Oh yeah, that Officer Camillo is one of the Devancy brothers that are wanted by the police, right? Could the bracer be the other brother? Whatever it all is, our main problem right now is that all the eyewitness reports we have come from stuff that just took place. For a guy who seemed to be wandering around looking for suckers to rob, he doesn't exactly have a whole lot to show for it. Which could mean that since he already successfully robbed someone after getting in their car, he could be thinking of trying that again. Exactly. That's my hunch. I love the way they just do like certain like abbreviations, just having Van like putting like the apostrophe X for like shortening exactly and just taking out the first letter. Like there's a lot of that little type of stuff that's always really charming to me, and I really appreciate it when how much this game does it. It's very apparent with Van in particular as like a bit of a vocal tick or something, like how he just kind of shortens things ever so slightly. Actually, I may have a suggestion towards that end. If we assume that the perpetrator is going to target the driver of a car with a flat tire as he did before, then why don't I conduct a wide area search for potential car targets among the ones driving in the into Tharbad this evening? Damn, you can do that? That'd save us a lot of trouble. Indeed I can. It's a form of shard-based information analysis. Well then, I shall initiate the search, starting now. Search complete. Oh? What do we have here? As it happens, there appears to be a car stranded near the entrance to the city. Bingo! If this guy's gonna strike again, odds are good that's our mark. Yeah, let's keep an eye out on that car signal while we stake out the so-called bracer. See if he finally shows himself. With how close that car is, it should only take a few minutes for it to pull into town. We'll go to the parking lot and wait there. Sounds good to me. Alright, and free roam it is. There we are. Several minutes, yada yada yada. Oh, here's the supposed bracer. Man, I don't know how we would have made it here if it weren't for you. Seriously, thank you so much. Oh, no problem. Just happy I could help at all, really. I only did a quick fix, though. You really should take care of old Reliable here. Take old Reliable here into a mechanic later and have it looked out by a professional. Will do. Thanks again for everything. But isn't there something we could do to repay you? I feel bad not doing more. Don't worry. On a day's work for a bracer. Your thanks is its own reward. Oh, it is, huh? Sure helps when you can nick a reward of your choice to boot.
Huh? What the? Get on, dude. Gotcha, pal. You're not going anywhere.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Sorry to scare you folks. We're with Arkwright Solutions. We've been on the trail of this guy for reasons that'll become clear in a moment. Why? He's a bracer. What could he have possibly done wrong?
Get your hands out of there, that's... And there it is, a wallet. Does this happen to belong to you guys?
And the wallet to the tourists. Yeah, that's mine. I had it stashed in my bag on the back seat. Are you telling me this bracer stole it? That's exactly it. And that's just the start. Just so you all don't get the wrong ideas about bracers, you should know this guy's a fraud.
This may sound like a strange question to ask, but did you two get a flat tire on your way to town tonight?
Yeah, we did actually. I figured it was because it was such a long drive.
Luckily, this bracer happened to come across us and offer to help. That's how we got here. So that's the problem. It is very likely he is the one who punctured your tire in the first place. He seems to have this method when he bursts a tire and then pretends to be passing by, before offering to repair it. He then hitches a ride back to town and steals whatever he finds in the back seat. Isn't that right? If I got some part of it wrong, now's the time to correct me.
Ugh.
By adios. So he was pretending to be a bracer all along just so he could rob me? I didn't sense anything wrong at all. If you guys hadn't shown up when you did, we'd have been completely clueless.
Whose fault is that? That's what you get for trusting someone just because they say they're a bracer, you morons. So what if I maybe took things too far this time because they were easy to sucker? Who cares? Go ahead and turn me in. At the end of the day, our objective is still within reach.
So there is more going on. What are you planning?
Who could say? We're called the Deviancy Brothers, but that doesn't mean there's only two of us. We're actually triplets. Once we get our hands on that, they'll be able to post bail for me, no problem. It'll be a drop in the bucket. Take me to the bracers or police or whatever, or whoever you want. See what I care.
Oh, looks like we got a sassy one on our hands. I think this guy needs to be taught a lesson he won't forget.
Do your worst, dirtbag, I dare you.
Put it in park, kid. There's no need for us to rake him over the coals personally. We'll turn him into the guild, and then he'll be their problem. That way they'll owe us a favor for saving their reputation. In that case, I shall contact the Bracer Guild so arrangements can be made. Although before I do, I must say, Mr. Arkwright, this has been a rather impressive exercise. It's been a true honor and a pleasure to finally see for myself how much a renowned Spriggan goes about his business.
I don't need to be buttered up. Thanks, but just ring him up already so we can get on with the rest of our night.
As you wish.
Rosette's call, a bracer team rush to the scene. Huzzah! Van and the others also visit the Bracer Guild after the report.
I can't believe the bracer we were all looking for turned out to be a fake. Glad you all found him as quickly as you did. It could cause real problems for us if he'd stay on the loose for too long.
Yeah, don't mention it. Our curiosity got the better of us, that's all. Though some might say that you guys owe us one regardless.
Oh, no question. We're more than willing to compensate you for everything you've done, including paying you for your time. I'm just surprised that bracer turned out to be who he was. Yeah, another one of those thieving brothers who were wanted back in Edith. That's crazy.
It was kind of bound to happen, you know. I mean, we're the ones that are gonna solve this. We're the main characters after all.
What are you on about?
I've already managed to nab both of them.
Hopefully it means that there'll be a little less crime around here at the very least.
Whoever said there were only two of them.
Needs heightened security. Thanks everyone for taking care of all that. And bada bing, bada boom. Fun side quest, and clearly it's about to lead to even more. Gray and Chaos is interesting. Not that I'm complaining, but kind of unexpected. Alright, I guess it's just to deal with the plot now.
Let's be on our way.
I really do like the town theme here. I just haven't really taken it in much, but it's a real nice one. You know, I should probably save, just on the off chance. Actually, I haven't checked her orbits yet, I don't think. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm glad I am at least checking them now, because, man, she has a lot of stuff that she could get. What's her stats look like, actually, by default? Huh. 37. She looks like almost kind of a mixed attacker, if anything. Good to keep an eye on. I don't think we're going to be getting into a fight anytime soon yet. Right, where were Nina and Judith staying again?
You must be Mr. Arkwright and
Oh, it's this guy.
Miss Lanster and Miss Fenley are waiting for you all by the pool. The clerk there already knows you're coming. You're free to enter whenever you're ready.
Good to hear, thanks.
I gotta take a crap. I'm gonna go over here.
That's one way to say hello. At least his customer service is impeccable. I'd expect nothing less from a 6-star facility. I don't get it. Why would they be at the pool when it's night? It's a nighttime pool. You get to drink alcohol and all the good stuff there. But a little kid like you can't really appreciate grown-up stuff like that yet. I am not. If you think I can't handle alcohol, I'll prove you. Fairy, no. Not until you're older. And Aaron, don't go putting any ideas in her head. Don't go putting any ideas in her head.
Got it.
I see Agnes is rather mature for her age.
You could say that. She can definitely be forceful when she needs to be.
16-year-old picking on the... Actually, I just realized. Wait, no. Aaron's 20 now, isn't he? Never mind, I can't make that joke. I was gonna say, if we have, Fairy, I believe, is 13, Agnes is 16, and then Aaron was 19, so it was just like, you know, in rules of 3 and whatnot. Alright. Wasn't really any specific dialogue I was paying attention. Oh. Okay. I'm guessing if I didn't do the other stuff first, then this would be like, then it would be like, hey, you gotta go do the other stuff first, for some reason. Wow. Whoa, so this is what a nighttime swimming pool looks like? So calm and relaxed. The view of the oasis is nice too. I don't know about calm. With all these folks drinking, I bet it can be pretty rowdy. Nah, you've seen this place. Rowdy guests get shown the door. Now, where are the girls?
Well, we meet again.
Bermani?
Beautiful night we're having,
Yep.
isn't it? Are you darlings done with work for the night?
More or less, yeah. I didn't realize you'd be working here, Bermati. Yeah, they called me in as an extra pair of hands to pitch in before the tournament. And I don't think we've met before. You are? Rosette Twinings. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mr. Bermati. Hold on. Are you the one who contracted to work with Van? What are you? It's a long story. More to the point, are actresses anywhere around here? Ah, you must mean those two. They're right over there. Holy moly. Oh shit. Hold up, I gotta figure out how to whistle. I'm not the best at this. Now we're talking. 2 A-listers walking around in swimsuits. You'll love to see it.
There you are. Sorry we're a little underdressed right now.
I'm not good at whistling. I'm kind of pathetic at it. I'm not the worst at whistling, but at least I can kind of make some sounds. I got half a mind to tell you two off for lounging around in bikinis while we've been out there busting our butts. But coming back to a site like this makes it all worth it. I'll let it slide.
We're not wearing these for you, you know. Yeesh.
You know, usually Van doesn't really say anything horny, so it kind of feels weird to have him say that. Like, that dude is... Not that he has, like, zero sex drive. Like, I'm sure that the dude has, like, his mags and stuff back at the office hidden somewhere. Aaron's probably already found them all. But, you know, in general, he's usually been pretty, like, reserved and not done anything like that. Like, you know, when we went to the frickin', when we went to the baths and whatnot, he was just like, Aaron, don't be fucking weird, man. I'm trying to enjoy my bath here. I'm trying to enjoy the sauna.
We've been working pretty hard ourselves. A certain president was parading us around left and right all day. We're bushed.
Honestly, understandable. I can see why you'd want to take a dip after that. Get some of the sweat off at least. Right, that bit earlier. Sorry, should have realized that. I can certainly imagine how that would get pretty draining. Doing all that meeting and greeting. Sounds like you earned your keep today.
Right back at you, girl.
Girl.
Hold on. Did you get another girl? It's only been a few hours.
Yeah. It's just kind of Van and Aaron. Van really can't stop getting new girls to work for him, apparently. You are Judith Lanster and Nina Fenley, if I'm not mistaken, yes? It's an honor to meet you both. My name is Rosette Twinings. I'm assisting everyone temporarily.
Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you too, Rosette.
I really can't imagine what all you've gotten up to, but all right, let's hear what happened today.
Dude, I feel like Judith has the best of VA in this game. Like, the inflections in her voice and everything are just immaculate. Like, I'm trying to think if there's any other characters that really stand up to it. I mean, I really like Aaron's voice acting too. Aaron's also very high up there. But so far, I think Judith kind of wins out. Sure thing. Here's the gist of it. I think everyone does a great job, though. It's just, you know, Trail's voice acting.
Someone dangerous in the waterway and found another threatening note?
Like, what was I trying to say? You know, Trail's budget, so we don't really get too much voice acting. I do hope that the freaking remake of FC sells well, and that that game is fully voice acted too, and then that makes it so they're just like, huh, we should put more voice acting work into our games and stuff like that.
Judith, maybe keep it down?
Everyone just looks over like, huh?
Oh, that's wonderful, Nina. Sounds like it's gonna be pretty exciting. I can't wait.
You know, I know I've mentioned the physics on the, you know, the chest area before, but in previous games, they used to just kind of have it so, like, if the arms did that type of stuff, it would just kind of clip through instead. I don't know if I prefer the water balloons or just having it be jank and clipping through. I mean, I guess that from a technical standpoint, it looks less tacky if you have it like that. But even so, you have, like, the hair clipping through still. Like, look at Nina right now. Look at her left shoulder there. There's a little bit of hair that's piercing through her shoulder, for example. So it's not like the clipping is totally gone from this game whatsoever or anything. It's less frequent and you don't notice it as much, but it's still there. Anyway, you guys have been through a lot today, it sounds like. This situation's getting pretty complicated at this point. And it sounds like it could be connected to the Messeldom Film Festival's cancellation. Yes, although that isn't confirmed at this stage.
Hard to see how all these things tie together. But one thing's for sure, something is clearly going on. What's got me real concerns is that mysterious girl who showed up in the waterway. Can't be sure yet that she's the one sending all those notes, but
we definitely can't ignore her, even putting my own circumstances aside. Yeah, especially if A's involved in this. So basically, long story short, you still haven't figured anything out, is that it? So much for the Spriggan living up to the hype.
You got us there.
It's not what we were hoping for either. Oh, be nice, Judith. They still did better than we could have expected for their first day here. If we hadn't hired them, we'd have gone into the film festival completely unprepared. I get that. I'm not saying they did absolutely nothing. I'm just trying to make clear that we need to get this figured out sooner rather than later. I mean, this Joker's sending notes to locals who are just scouted now. It pisses me off.
Getting a little worked up over this, aren't you? Not that I disagree, mind.
Definitely. We can't let them win. You know, there's something I can't help but wonder. What is the culprit trying to accomplish? What? What do you mean? What's there to wonder?
No, she's right. I don't see what this person's trying to get at myself. Also, holy shit, Nina. I didn't see it from the back, but girl has an entire bakery back there. Like, it was in my peripheral vision. I was looking, like, at the text box, and I just see it there, and I'm like, what the fuck? If all they wanted to do was cancel the film festival, it'd be quicker to just threaten a terror attack again and be done with it. But instead, they're sending these notes to individual actresses and even dancers. It's a pretty roundabout way of doing it.
Kind of reminds me of, like, what was it, Chapter 3 of SC? It's kind of got, like, almost a similar vibe to it in that way. Uh-huh. That's a good point. I see what you mean. The means and the ends don't appear to add up, so to speak. Even if it doesn't change the fact the festival is still being interfered with.
Yeah, I got a feeling that little contradiction is the key to all this.
Sounds like you all are having a rather intriguing conversation.
Hey, buddy, what the hell's your...
Your Highness? I didn't realize you were here too. I'm sorry we aren't exactly dressed for a meeting with the prince.
No, please. You've nothing to worry about. You two are like a pair of flowers blooming in the desert. You're the film industry's greatest treasures. Zemurious treasures. Please, bless us with your beauty as you wish. Quench the thirsts of we cast down mortal men with your presence.
Isn't that frickin' Olivier's VA? Like, doing that little hair flick thing, which is the animation he always did. Is it Matt Mercer? Can I?
You two are like a pair of flowers blooming in the desert.
Yeah, that's gotta be Matt Mercer.
Yeah, you certainly have a way with words, that's for sure. Color me intrigued.
Could he be?
Your Highness, please, remain respectful.
I'll tone it down, Najee, fear not.
Chered Oswald. Sharid.
But where
Sorry.
are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself.
Come on.
I am Sharid Oswald.
Yeah, I got it
son
right.
of Grand
All right.
Prince Salman of Elsheim.
Oh, Ilsheim. Okay, I've been saying it more. I've been saying it in the whitest way possible as Elsheim, but Elsheim. That sounds a bit. Yeah, yeah, I got it.
This is my dear and trusted secretary, Najee.
Kyrie.
Judith and Nina have informed me about you all. It appears you're handling their private business for them. If so, I'd like to consult with you all about a certain something as well, if it would not be an imposition.
Oh boy. All right, we're listening.
Talking to a damn prince.
What is bro on about now? First off, let me reiterate that it's a real pleasure to make your acquaintance, Prince Sharid. I wouldn't ever expect a guy as big as important as you to give some guy doing odd jobs in Calvert like me the time of day. You're too humble, Mr. Arkwright. I understand you're exceedingly capable, so I wanted to make sure to talk to you. As a matter of fact, I've heard things about all of you, including your temporary help.
You honor me, Your Highness.
Still, can't say a swimming pool is where I expected to bump into the heir to a throne. That's just full of surprises.
I knew you were one of the sponsors for the film festival. But I can't believe someone of your stature would actually receive one of those threatening notes. Well, it's true, unfortunately. The contents are the same as the one we got. The prince got the letter 5 days ago. He's been staying at the Grand Suite. That's just about the same time as ours came in. I guess that means they were sent to both the Edith and the Tharbet at the same time then, huh? I initiated an investigation immediately, of course, but we still haven't determined how the note got to the prince. And at the very least, it appears to have been expertly camouflaged. Sounds just like what happened with Sarah when she got her note.
You're referring to the dancer I recommended to Gotti, yes? I heard she's received one as well. Given how she was only scouted this afternoon, though, that is exceedingly swift. The timing is too perfect. I believe at this stage that we can safely rule out this being some mere prank. Do you agree? Yeah, I'm right there with you. In fact, I think it crossed that line as soon as you were sent your note, Your Highness. Yeah, whoever we're dealing with, this guy's either gotten nuts or he's a complete dumbass. Maybe even a little bit of both. That being said, for a guy who received a threat, you seem pretty relaxed about it, Your Highness. Must feel pretty confident in your lady friend there to approach the likes of us, too. You are not incorrect, my friend. Truth be told, she is also my bodyguard and one of the Principality's greatest sword fighters. Quite possibly its very best. Well, we'll see how much you stack up against some other sword fighters and trails. You got some tight competition there. In fact, I would go to far as to reckon she outclasses even the likes of Mr. Arkwright in your concierge. No kidding? To be honest, I suspected as much since first laying eyes on her. You got me there. Hard to stack up against a bodyguard serving such a hotshot. Oh, and just to be clear, Van's fine. No need to be stiff with me. Van it is, then. You are 24, yes. That makes me 3 years older than you. Everything Mr. Gotti has told me about you adds up. You clearly have a lot of promise. After all, not just anyone can discern the deep, nuanced themes behind Golden Blood. I suppose I'm right in thinking you've seen the limited-run R17 Director's Cut. Of course! No real fan could miss it. Wish I could catch it again while I'm here, too. But with my underage assistants tagging along, I can't. A shame. It makes for a real good watch. Ah, I knew you were a man of taste. I couldn't agree more. My younger sister once happened to see it as well, and I'll tell you, she was giving me the dirtiest looks for the longest time after that. Sounds like it must have been a trying time in the Asval household.
Wow, these two are like peas in a pod. You don't have to get so excited, Van, please. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that a man of His Highness's status would even know Mr. Arkwright's age.
I like him. He's a guy who's clearly true to himself. You don't see high and mighty rich boys as unreserved as him every day.
It must be so tiring working with a guy like him all the time, isn't it?
No, I'm used to it at this point.
Is that General Lancer related family? Wow, we used to eyes out and about in their swimsuits. Only damn dry, I tell you.
Hey, could you go give us autographs? Or better yet, why not come and have some fun with us, huh? Wait.
We meet again. This is where you guys are staying? Of all the places.
This place must pay anyone who can pay if they let trash like this stay here.
Give me a break. You're those pricks from this afternoon.
What the hell are you doing here?
Oh, more guests. Are they friends of yours? Not quite. We had a little business with them earlier today. Sorry, Your Highness. I'll make everyone pipe down.
Like hell you will. Your luck's run out, buddy. You're in big trouble.
You guys take on the dudes, Will.
Kill him. Fucking obliterated. One strike.
Oh, the pants!
Duh?
Holy.
She moves so fast.
Oh my! Have more young men come to play?
Oh my
Gotta hand it
god.
to you all. It takes guts picking a fight with the Prince of Elsheim. Shouldn't you boys be enjoying this beautiful night elsewhere? Although, if you insist on staying, I'll be more than happy to show you all a good time.
Damn, there was venom in those words.
I'm staying with me.
Bro showed up just to just be like, please screw off. No wonder you're His Highness's right hand. That's some quick swordplay you've got there.
It was nothing. I could have handled one such as them in my sleep.
Cool sword you had there. I like the curved blade.
One of the Principality's best.
No doubt.
Wow, there's someone even better than Elaine and Sylphid? Guess I have a lot to learn. Damn, better than those two? That's a freaking high bar.
Well, with that excitement out of the way, I suppose now's as good a time as any to wrap up.
I wonder which one. I would assume that Elena's I would assume Elena's stronger than Fee. I'm getting into power scaling stuff in my head now. I would assume that she's stronger, that she's better in a fight than Fee. I mean, Fee's got speed and whatnot, but I know Elena was already kind of busted before, and now more time's passed.
I know it is not much, but I'm prepared to offer the same sum as these ladies in exchange for your services.
Well, shucks. Double the cash.
Don't let my case trump theirs. Whenever you figure things out, just be sure to pass the information on to me.
Sure thing, pal. So you're a prince. You could pay us more.
It was a pleasure to meet you all. I expect great things from your impromptu helper as well.
Why is he making such a big deal about Rosette in particular? There's got to be some extra reasoning for that. I'm just not sure as to what. Party said their goodbyes, but on the first day in Tharbad close, the group made a beeline straight back to the inn. Time for us to chill. Bye-bye. Time for sleepies. Sleepy eepies, as my cat is using his litter box like crazy. After a full day in addition to such a long drive, everyone's exhaustion was quickly catching up to them. Alright, I need to pause for a second while this cat finishes his business. An early night's rest was in order as to get ready to resume their investigation the next day, or so it seemed.
What are you talking about? The night's still young.
Oh my god. Are we gonna have bro moments? Also, goddammit, I thought you were done, buddy.
The girls might be passing out soon, but who's to say we can't stay up and have a little after dark fun, huh?
Yes, just the two guys, just blue and red out here, hitting up the town.
Kid, I envy your energy. Haven't given up on that nightclub near the casino, huh?
Oh, we're probably gonna actually get some interesting stuff down there.
I'm tempted to just let you loose and tell you to go have fun on your own. But I do that, and I have a feeling you'll burn half the town down. I'll tag along, as your chaperone.
Hell yeah, that's the spirit. And come on, don't act like you weren't totally down to clown.
I love these two. I mean, I like most of Arkwright's solutions, but these two have a real nice dynamic that they're building. Like, obviously we have, like, a, you know, old man at the age of 24, and we have, like, the frickin' 20-year-old who's just, like, a young buck.
Oh, shut it. You gotta act respectable when you get to be my age.
You're literally 4 years different. Between 4 and 5 years.
When do you think you two will be back?
Oh, is it Rosette?
Where the hell did you come from?
Wait, I know. Was that the freaking Oomph like the, oh my god, Oomph is shook or whatever the hell. There's like this one gif I've seen of Aaron, and it's like the only exposure I had to the guy, where it was just him turning around with shock, and I think it was that exact shot of just him turning around, and so that's the context for it, I guess. Dude, I love the super maid trope. I think the super maid tropes are very good. Also, we do have, I think I made a comment last time about like not having anything like any type of character like Rosette. We have had a maid before. We've had Sharon. We've also had Lila back in Liberal. So we've had a few maids and stuff, but like her specific attire and whatnot is kind of unique in all its own. But no, I really like the trope of just like how the fact having like perfectionists at her job and everything, and just kind of being like almost creepy with how good she is at what she does.
We'll make sure we're back before midnight. If you could keep the girls distracted for me while we're gone, I'd appreciate it.
As you wish, Mr. Arkwright. Enjoy your night, you two.
That we shall. She's cool though. Though I kind of wonder what antics she'll get up to in the future, asides just being like scarily good at stuff. Okay, seriously, what's the deal with that maid of yours, huh? That prince seemed extra keen on her for some reason too. I'm glad someone else picked up on that. So it wasn't just me who noticed, huh? But given her employment background, maybe it's not so weird that word about her gets around. For real?
Sure are trusting of this woman you have a shady-ass contact with, too, you know. Today was your first time actually meeting her, wasn't it? Yeah, but we've been in touch back and forth for about 3 years now. It's not like I don't know her at all. But never mind that. Let's have our little peek and then head straight back. We don't want the girls worrying about us. You sound like an old dad fretting over his daughter. I'm not that old, damn it. Look at those guys just freaking crouching on the side. Little delinquents. God. Oh yeah, better make sure I go prepared. Huh? What are you doing? Let's hurry up and go in already, dude. Wanna get a hard on. Drunks. Who the fuck? Oh shit, is that Judith?
Oh, yeah! This music's my jam!
Not this way.
I've come this far, might as well make her way in. Now, what jump scares are we gonna get in here? I mean, it's not like they're gonna show actual tits, but... Oh. Whoa! That is a design. I can't believe we're showing this type of stuff in a Trails game. Actual pole dancing is kind of fucking mental. What the fuck? Oh shit, I got a whistle gun. Oh fuck. Ah, I can't whistle. Hell yeah, now this is how you run a club. Let's find some empty seats and get our asses in them already. More like it's some asses on us. Oh, the Tharbad Knight. What about you? I'll take an Alexander. Extra nutmeg. As you wish, sirs. You're nothing if not consistent, are you? What can I say? Gotta have it with a nutmeg. It's pretty damn good, you know. Now the two just getting to yap it up together. You would. Damn, the leg wrapping and everything. Like, they're... You gotta give credits to, like... Oh, wait! Oh, shit, you're the lady that we... You're the... Oh, my God, that... I didn't even realize I was too focused on the fucking tits in the ass. It's the lady that flew away with the angel, isn't it? What was that?
The women here are exquisite.
Is it?
Wouldn't you agree?
Who? Who the fuck are you? What the fuck? Who the fuck are you? This dude's design just jump scared the shit out of me. The lady in the back too, but like this guy just... Are you sure you're a Trails character? Dude's design feels like he came straight out of a different game. Maybe I saw you in the opening or something and I just forget, but like, what the fuck?
Oh, come now, darling. Don't go lighting up in here. I'm sorry, dear. He's just had a little much to drink, is all.
Are you French?
Still, there's something to be said for the occasional indulgence.
Ha-ha.
Just so. It's been some time since I last found myself in this city. It's shaping up to be a good stay.
Man with facial hair. That's the part you're stuck on? This dude kind of looks like... Huh. I was gonna say the whatever it is on the left side of his face kind of stands out more. You know, looking at him close like this, he kind of resembles Osborne to me. Except, you know, less wrinkles. This dude's fucking design is insane, by the way. He like... I don't know what he even reminds me of, but...
I, for one,
whoa!
plan to make the most of it.
Dude, this is the most obviously evil guy I've seen in my fucking life. No stops, just this dude is evil, kill him. I don't know the last time I've seen anyone this more obviously evil in like any game ever. Dude, oh shit. So, Almada only has 3 higher-ups though, doesn't it? Because we've already met the 3 like executives of Almada. So this guy and this girl, unless this guy is like the leader of Almada or some shit. But if not, are we finally getting Ouroboros members maybe?
If this dude was like an Ouroboros member, that'd be super fucking cool. I really hope he is, because his design's lit.
We should leave some parting gifts here as well for such a lovely time. It's only polite.
This lady also stands out very much. You know, the Almada goons aren't too bad, but I think that, design-wise, I think the one lady kind of stands out the most because she has like her needle gun and stuff. Melchior as well, and then the second guy doesn't really stand out too much. They kind of give off, Almada goons kind of give off like Imperial Liberation Front vibes. Like most of them are going to end up eating shit after this game. Or like, you know, maybe like whoever the boss of Almada is will stick around. But it feels like we're going Imperial Liberation Front type of route here, and I'm curious how that goes.
The only question is, what sort of presents young ladies like these days?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I could easily see these two being like Ouroboros members, because they're visually they stand out way more. And I've been thinking for a bit that like the Almada people, while their designs aren't bad, I mean, this kind of happened, their vibes kind of give like obviously they give off Imperial Liberation Front stuff, but Melchior kind of resembles Gideon to me in some ways, except Melchior has a better design. And then I forget what the girl's name is, but she kind of gives similar vibes to Scarlet. Both are kind of like, you know, hot women, yada yada, a bit more sadistic. And then you have the big burly man you know, it's kind of like I forget what the trope is called, but when you have like the smart guy, the big like wide buff guy, and then the woman. That's like a certain trope when you have like a trio that's like that. And I guess Trails has done that twice now that I think about it. But yeah, I'm not really, actually maybe 3 if you count like the freaking Capuas, whatever you want to call them.
Now that's what I'm talking about. I couldn't take my eyes off that dancing.
There's a lot for me to think about now that I'm seeing these. Like, I don't know why seeing these two is activating all my like thinking cells, but here I am.
The woman you've all been waiting for.
Someone else? Oh, is it Judith maybe? Is that how she gets a scandal? Is that she's also like a pole dancer? I don't know. I mean, that was the person that was trailing us, right? Hey, pay attention. Huh? What's the big...
Here she is, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's star.
Wait.
Tharbad's most beautiful nocturnal butterfly, handpicked to take part in the upcoming Carnal Cavalcade.
Cavalcade. That's Sarah.
Lady Sarah.
I didn't know who I expected. She was not the one.
You won't want to miss this. This could be her last performance here if her debut at the film festival makes a splash.
So, was she hiding this from her sister or something?
They say nobody's
Maybe not.
to take this vixen home. If anyone hopes to break that streak, tonight's your last shot.
Oh boy.
But enough from me. Cue the music.
I will not be horny. Not at all. But also, those moves are impressive. I feel like I'm gonna get demonetized. Or would I get my entire thing deleted for putting this up? I don't know. Oh, wait, did those other people just dip? Is that why it was showing the camera like that? I mean, it's not like I have monetization anyway, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but I meant like my video getting deleted for like things. So you got debts to pay.
Yeah. My sister and I, we're not originally from Calvard. We grew up in a town in the Central East.
Makes sense.
When Shahina was still little, my parents had a hard time making ends meet and borrowed money from some unsavory characters.
Oh, and that carried over to you too?
Once my parents passed on,
oh fuck,
I tried to run away with Shahina, and we ended up here.
I'm guessing your peace and quiet didn't last long and they were banging on your door soon enough? Chasing you all the way out here. Those must have been some bad dudes your parents borrowed from. The fact you've got this side hustle too and still haven't paid it off says a lot.
I know. It's not something I'm exactly proud of.
Why? There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's not like you've had to go and sell your body or anything. Hell, even if you did, you'd just be doing what you had to do in order to survive.
To be completely honest, that's exactly how they wanted me to pay them back, at first.
Yikes.
But I heard about Calvert and its system for absolving debts taken up by one's parents. When I thought about it, though, doing either one of those things would feel like I'd be...
Sorry about that. My freaking headset got unplugged up all of a sudden.
Their memories.
So you decided to repay them with the dancing you'd picked up in the family. I get it. Way I see it, as long as those guys get their money back, they really can't complain how you make it. No wonder you were so hesitant on bringing in the guild earlier.
More or less. I appreciate what they do, but I have to imagine they'd recommend I get the debt forgiven and, well, it's stupid to be so proud over something like this. I know.
It's not exactly the most elegant way to go about things, to be sure. From the way you're talking, I'm guessing you haven't said anything to your sister? Not just about your other job, but the debt itself.
It's hard to tell her everything this far in, you know? Plus, there's actually some light at the end of the tunnel now. Once I get my commission for taking part in the carnal cavalcade, I should be able to pay the remainder off.
Interesting. Ah, so that's what you got planned, huh? But man, I just do not get it. Why does everybody around me seem to always pick the path of most resistance? Wouldn't it be smarter to take it easy as best you can and try to coast through life? Speak for yourself. Once someone's set their mind on something, it's pretty damn hard to shake them off it. Head pat. Anyway, I think things will be okay with Shahina if you tell her. Might get a little mad at you for keeping it a secret, but she's mature enough to know that you did it out of love for her. Van, you are a criminal just like Green with all these head pats you dole out now. You just focus on the parade for the time being. Let the rest of us worry about that dumb old note. I like how Aaron just sat there and just watched this dude just walk up and just like pat a woman on the head. I'd be lying if I said what I saw back there wasn't hot, but more than that, I could tell there was real art you put into it. Alright, well, Van's honest at least. Oh, and don't worry about paying us any commission. That dance was all the reward fine young men like us could need.
Aw, Van. All right, I won't worry about it. I'll make sure to knock them dead tomorrow. You won't want to miss it.
Hell yeah. God damn. The guy never misses a beat.
Now you've done it!
Oh, fuck. What the hell? The Kingster's back out of nowhere. New music?
Huh? What the?
Wait, is this new? No. I think we heard this before or after we fought her the first time. Yo, what's your Hey, I know you. I've seen you in the tabloids.
I am so disappointed in you, Spriggan.
Oh boy. Listen, just because we went to go see, like, a little show,
You're
all right?
dragging this poor woman around town all night, only to make her cry. Have you no shame?
Girl, you're the one stalking us.
I always knew you were a good-for-nothing, and this proves it.
You know, I wonder if she's, I wonder if the Grim Cat, like, moveset is going to be a thing that she actually uses at all. Because she has a... I mean, I know that she has a different weapon type or something based on, like, on the box art. You were watching us this whole time? Don't you have anything better to do? You know they call it beauty sleep for a reason, right? You'll age faster if you keep pulling all-nighters like this.
Excuse me? Thanks for calling me old when I'm not.
Yeah, well, Van takes it a lot, so he has to dish it out to some people. I didn't say that. Quit putting words in my mouth.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think this is all a big
Oh, shit.
Whatever.
Oh, never mind.
There's no reasoning with you.
Hold out the whip.
In the name of Adios, I'll kick you straight to Gehenna, you unrepentant philanderer!
So you're the thief that's been causing all that mayhem in Edith, huh? Wait a sec. Save the chit-chat for later. Here she comes. Oh, he definitely realized it, huh?
He won't get away.
I'm glad we get to hear this theme again, honestly.
You'll be sorry for that.
La da do 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 ba da ba bow wow wow ba da ba bow ba da ba da do 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 I think it's probably going to be pretty easy on me considering we only have 2 party members here. Hit him with it. Oh, I didn't do it from behind. I'm an idiot. Oh well. Did a lot of damage though.
Like hell you are.
Oh god, not this again. Oh, you missed. Thank god. I guess it's a good thing that I used that then, huh?
This'll hurt.
Now you'll fart. Chisto.
I will win.
Energy output at maximum.
Do 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 do.
Kick him.
That all you've got?
She says that she loses. That went pretty easy, all things considered. Make good use of positionals and whatnot, and they're being easy on us because we only have 2 party members. Damn, she's pretty good. Just calm down already. You got it all wrong.
Calm down? Calm down? I was such a fool thinking you were anywhere near decent.
Why are you so righteous?
Nina needs to wake up to the truth, and I'll do whatever.
Stop! You're making a mistake!
What are you doing? Get out of the way. I'm here to give them their just.
You're wrong. Van and Aaron were just walking me home. I was just telling them about my life and got a little emotional in front of them. That's all.
It's okay. You don't have to put on a brave face anymore. It must have been so hard dealing with.
What is your deal?
What?
I accidentally skipped the end of that line.
It's okay. You don't have to put on a brave face anymore. It must have been so hard dealing with. What?
What? Fucking Star-Lord out of nowhere. Oh my god, she's such a fail girl.
Seriously?
Like, oh my god, I've always had a thing for fail girl tropes. And God bless them adding another to the roster for Trails. I'm glad that we don't have Duvley anymore, and yet we still have someone to carry on her legacy. Slow nod.
Huh.
This girl's such a fucking dunce. Oh my god, she's so beyond stupid. What? Seriously? Huh?
What? Seriously? Huh.
She might be stupid. She just might be. Jumps away.
All right. I'll let you off the hook this time.
Oh my god. I hope she's like the last fucking party member to join us somehow. I needed to just see her be like this and not join us until like the very end. Like, I don't care if this is mainly gonna be her chapter or something. I just want her to screw off until the end of the game just so we get more stuff like this.
But next time you make some poor girl cry, there'll be hell to pay. Got it? You better remember that.
Yeah, get out of here, Kingster. I must go! Duty calls! What was that all about? Beats me. Looked like someone was playing dress up as that infamous fandom thief and got a little too into her role. Hey, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yep, sure looked like her. Look, let it go. I'm sure she has her reasons for doing it. Digging into it will just cause us headaches. Unreal. We're just like, what the fuck, man? Oh! Oh, shit! Wait, who's the man in the coat? That's not the same guy. Melchior's here, but who's that? It's not the blue coat guy.
Well, what'd you think? Like what you saw?
That I did. They were just as I'd hoped.
Is that the leader of Almada, maybe? Because that's a new person who's also with Melchior, who's a member of Almada. Dude, we're meeting so many fucking new characters this chapter. I love it! Dude, oh my god. You know, I was kind of getting worried because this game's been kind of slow on, like, trickling in. I mean, it hasn't really been slow, I guess. Like, chapter 1 was probably the slowest because really all it introduced was, like, Fairy, Melchior, reintroducing Walter. I mean, I guess there was technically stuff in Edith, but you know what I mean? Like, the meat of the chapter when we're out here doing stuff. We didn't meet too many new characters. I mean, we technically met some with, like, you know, Fairy, I'm already forgetting her name. Her sister. We got to meet the, like, Kruga people, and that was nice, but it was still, like, you know, they're not gonna be sticking around. They're not, like, permanent new faces to add to the roster. And then for chapter 2, we got Aaron, we got Ashun, and we got to finally properly meet Jack and Hal. But for the most part, it was just kind of like characters that you're already associated with and like a few here and there. I mean, we got to see more of like Elaine too, which was nice, but overall, this is where we finally get into like, we're just introducing a shit ton of characters. This is like when you get to freaking Azure and whatnot, and or like SC, and you just get ambushed by a bunch of new bad guys, and that's what I love. You know, sometimes a lot of Trails characters are like, they don't get insane amounts of, you'll get like decent screen time and for bad guys and whatnot, but they won't get insane amounts of development. But sometimes they just do real well on a base level with a lot of villains, and that's why I'm interested to see like a bunch of new ones, you know?
Moreover, our surprise guests appear to be greatly anticipating what's to come.
Yeah, this has got to be like a whole thing being staged by Almada, and this is like the big man on campus, I bet. I assume this is the guy that Elaine fought like before this game even happened.
I think it's time we turn up the heat, don't you? Perhaps with a golden frenzy to instill some proper fear.
Like, this dude gives off big bad vibes. And, like, he seems very cool. Like, very cool, big bad dude who could probably freaking whoop everyone's ass in, like, 2 seconds. Which also makes me extra excited, because that means that there's a higher chance that the people we saw in the freaking club... I keep wanting to say strip club, but I don't really think it's that. Like, I didn't really see if there was any booths for actual stripping or anything, or if it was just like a pole dance club or something like that.
Oh, I agree completely, boss.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Almada boss. Cool. I'm glad to finally have that confirmed. So yeah, I guess that does raise the odds of those other two being enforcers, which if that's the case is extremely cool to know. Which I wonder which one they are. I don't really know what other ones... There isn't like... I'd have to look at like the Arcana and stuff. I've got some of that saved on, so I can like take some wild guesses here. I mean, there's still the chance that they're not actually Ouroboros, but we haven't had any new Ouroboros members, so it sounds plausible that we'll have some more. 10:06. 8 a.m. Bright and early. Oh boy, back we are. Uh-oh. We're getting stink eyes from the usual suspects. Rosette's chilling though, so hey. At least there's a smaller amount. Also, I was talking about clipping earlier, but yeah, you couldn't particularly see it with stuff like this. Like, look at freaking Aaron's ponytail that's just breaking in the chair. Come on, girls, no need to sulk. Your breakfasts are gonna get cold. He's like a dad talking to them. I mean, get a load of this hummus. This stuff is something else. I'm not mad, just disappointed. I'm glad you two were able to have fun by yourselves last night. It's actually pretty good texture on like that food and whatnot. Better than I would expect. You should have said something. How am I supposed to protect you if you sneak out like that? Because. Aaron, why are you staring? Luck is in for it now. So much for our trip staying a secret. My sincerest apologies, Mr. Arkwright. It is my fault for not maintaining the facade. It's not your fault. You did your best. Hell of a time to have that Genesis go off, that's for sure. From the sound of it, it lit up right around the time we were catching up with everyone's favorite Phantom Thief, yeah? Oh shit, that was Aaron. Right. Although the timing of it may have just been a coincidence. I was really scared something had happened to you two. Yeah, I get it. I beefed it big time. But seeing as Mare Bear was nowhere to be found, it's not as though the situation was the same as before. Indeed. Perhaps that suggests there are multiple response patterns that can trigger it. Still, who would have guessed it was her all along? Did you have any idea, Smellfry? Yeah, pretty much. She moved just like that in the movie, so... Eh? Excuse me, just like what movie? Never mind that. It doesn't matter right now.
Hi, everyone. I hope you've had a good morning.
There they are. Oh, hello, Sarah. Good morning. Already out and about this early, huh?
Yes. I have a meeting to attend over at Vegas Films. They say we're really going to have to rush to get me ready for the parade.
And I'm coming along to listen to every word they have to say, because I'm her manager. Maybe with a little luck, I'll get to meet Nina Fenley and Judith Lanster.
Sounds like an ulterior motive to me.
I didn't ask you to tag along, you know. They're probably going to yell at you and ask you to leave. I wouldn't be so sure. I think that director's gonna fall head over heels for me, too. I can see it now. Shahina, sweetheart, you're a once-in-a-generation find. You've got what it takes to be the next great star. I've got to figure out what I'm gonna say when that happens. I can't go in unprepared. Also, I talked about the fact that there's collision on the chest, and then I look at freaking Sarah here, and there her hand is going through her chest. I don't know what's going on here. Well, fingers crossed. Good to see you're still full of energy, Shahina. Knowing Gotti, I don't think that's really out of the question.
You'll never know unless you try. Still, I have to imagine this parade's not going to be like your normal dancing. With any luck, this opportunity could open some real doors for you. Big doors, I'd think.
Thanks, Van. I think so too. Wish me luck. Hey, is it just me or does something feel a little different between the two of you? Wait. Oh, wowie wow, is he the boyfriend you've been seeing at night? He is, isn't he? Shahina?
Nah, I'm afraid not. We all just met yesterday, remember?
Oh, yeah. Oopsies. Sorry about that. She gets ahead of herself sometimes. Good luck with your work today, everyone. I hope everything goes well for you. And not just when it comes to my request, either. You sure it's not him? Now I'm even extraordinarily sure. Come on, we have to go.
Not even more suspicious. What? Don't tell me you guys think it's actually true. I already explained to you what we were doing last night.
Yeah, I know, but still. That's Mr. Arkwright, ever the lady killer. Huh? When did Van kill Lady?
This child is the most oblivious thing I've ever laid eyes on. You'll get it later on, kid.
Shut up! Come on, tell me!
And here we go again.
Getting back on the topic at hand, we do need to figure out what's going on with these threatening notes. Especially now that Sarah's gotten one too.
Right. This being the day before the festival, this will probably be when things start to pick up. We've got to figure out something's bound to turn up as long as we keep sniffing around. Which is exactly what we're going to do. Let's hunt for four SPGs. But keep your eyes peeled. Don't lose sight of why we're here.
Right, of course. Roger! You have my full support as always, Mr. Arkwright.
What, nothing from the punk? I didn't feel like it. Here we have a bunch more to talk about. We've got
a bunch of stuff to do, but we're calling it here for the day. But first off, we got one little thing. We can get some more points here.
Thank you.
Picked these up in a shop a bit earlier. Might as well get them.
Thanks, man.
I was able to send it to her despite the fact that we're in like entirely different places here. All right. So I would definitely wait, why did... Oh, that's weird that it reset my party. I don't know if I like that. I guess I have to redo that real quick. But yeah, next time on Trails Through Daybreak, I guess we're gonna restart it all over again here. Well, not all over again. We'll still deal with it a bit differently here, but overall, I'll cut out a bunch of the NPCs though. I've gotten into the groove of doing that off camera at least and trimming it down. So I'll take care of that off camera. And I definitely think we've made a shit ton of substantial progress though. All that content was really good. Especially all that stuff at night with Van and Aaron and getting to see like the Almada goons, seeing their boss. Or yeah, I guess it wasn't really all the Almada goons. It was Melchior, their boss, the two very obvious bad guys that we met in the frickin' strip club. I guess I'll just call it the strip club. It's easier. But yeah, next time we'll finish. Well, we'll do our second round, I guess. It's a new day, so not really much else to it but to keep to the grind. Everything's been going great though, so you're not going to hear any complaints from me on it. And we always get something cool per episode. So, thank you very much for watching. And adios, ciao, and bye-bye. Signing off until next time. Ja, matane.